And, we got some good answers actually from the main website, but Connie and Barry were going to come on and help us discern, what we need for that. And I think that's a focus that we should be on. And Connie just sent to me, Connie, I was working right up till now, and she'll explain it. She just redid the entire healthiswealth.biz. And so I can't wait to go look through that tomorrow or tonight later to see it. But I didn't get to it before the show. I'm so sorry, Connie, because I really wanted to, to see what was going on.
Yeah, that
Anyway,
was very interesting. Yeah, I'm going to go
yeah.
through that as well. So thanks, Connie Berry, for putting that together. That's going to help, us grow some leaders very quickly. Now we've seen that a lot of people are getting paid pretty early on. All you need is 750 total downline volume, and we've seen a lot of people reach that, and they get excited, and they add a few more people, and then boom, they go to the next level, which is double that, and more and more people are like, going up and up and up. And I wanted to point that out as far as like, the if you build wide, you have a lot of customers and so forth. That's great, but you have to build legs. You have to build out people, and that's where I think LifeWave has gone in a really good direction. So you have to focus on helping other people build the business. And when you do that, then you start to advance. And that's the only way that you can advance. You can just have lots of volume, but if you're not, helping other people create volume in their legs, you're stuck. And you'll get a little bit of income off of all that volume from people that you're bringing in, but it's going to pretty much limit you as far as, as earning potentials and so forth. So, sharing the life wave and helping other people learn how to share as well and build out their businesses. And that's what we're all focused on right now. Now, I want to give you an example of that with the trip that's coming up. So if you look in your back office, you're going to see the regional travel incentive that's coming up 27 October to 23 February. So as you guys can see, we're about halfway through that period. So wherever your points are, if you're halfway there, you could potentially, go the other, like Fred. You guys are like halfway there. You got 75 points. So over the next, couple months or so, not quite 2 months, but over the next about 2 months, if you do the same that you've been doing and a little bit more, you guys are going to go to Hawaii, all expenses paid. So that's a great thing that we're seeing. You're helping other people. You're building out. You just got a bonus for going one-star to director. Now we're in a kind of a low business cycle. So this is the way it works. I've been through this for years and years and years. People buy like crazy during Christmas, and then they take a little bit of a break. All right, so they're not buying as much, but this is a great time to get your teams, build out your teams, help your teams build. There's still going to be people buying. There's still going to be people that are interested in joining LifeWave and building out. Now, if you look, let me move this window down. If you look at you have to have, I think it's 150 points for you and one other person, all expenses paid plus airfare to get on the trip. So I want you guys to focus on all of my points. So brand partner enrollments, 100 points. Brand partner upgrades, 12 points. Retail customer enrollments, 46. Preferred plus customer enrollments, 100. And then down here, my personal rank advancement is still pending. I think it's going to come next month. But personal rank maintenance, 18. So I'm getting points, every week for, maintaining my rank. Now, look at the personally enrolled brand partner rank advancements. That's where the lion's share came from, 241 points. So look at all these one stars that made it. All right, 2 points for all the one stars. And then we got Julie Burnett, Two-store manager, 5 points there. And we had Lynn, two-store director, 10 points. So, you get a lot of points. Fred, you're in here somewhere. Yeah, there you are up here. So that was 7 points for you going one-store director. So the higher, like you're seeing, 1, 2, 3, and then, director, one-store director, you're going to get more and more points. So yeah, that's where the lion's share of my points came from, helping people advance. So this is really where LifeWave is at right now. They really want us to help people advance. That's one of the things we've been doing really for a long time in this group. Thanks to Connie Berry and Robin and Gregory. A lot of us have really focused on, helping you guys build out, but now it's going to become forefront. And by coming forefront, you're going to see your businesses expand. Now, Connie, you guys want to talk about, how you guys, focused on the helping people build their businesses?
Duplication, keeping it simple and duplication. And so that's why you see us spending the time and energy that we have on putting in the assets into healthiswealth.biz, having a simple, always constantly improving it too, right? So we uploaded 2 new videos. One is one that was shortened and we took out the InTouch app info because it's irrelevant now. Another one on how to enrollment pathways. We're like, what is the simplest thing we can do so that all of you have a path? And the path is you have to learn it, right? You have to go in and actually watch those videos yourself, do the things that everything says to do. Then you have to, then once you learn it, you do it, and then you teach it. And that's all it is. It's just learn it, do it, teach it, and then teach your people to teach it. Right. So one of the reasons that Roxanne spends time every Thursday with people going over, this is so that you have a pathway to go. It's the tools. And so I don't know if you want to pull it up, Michael, and I'm happy to kind of give just a very brief overview, but we've shortened the videos. It doesn't take long. And as far as I can see, if you're not doing what those 3 videos show you to do, you're not really doing the business. And that's okay. We love you, but let's just be realistic. We're not doing the business if we're not doing these things. So when you go into step-by-step training, you'll see there's a new #1 video. That video, you're going to look at it and go, oh, I already saw that video. It's been edited. If you haven't watched it, please go back and watch it. Even if it's been a while, that is the business. The forms underneath, those are the forms that you need. Those are the things you need to know to get going, right? Your 2020 sheet. I always talk about the 2020. I was on with somebody earlier on another team today talking about her big goals. And she's a 1-star manager with a very big goal. And so we talked about you better, for her, as big as her goal is, your goal may not be as big. And it may be, I'm just going to start putting people in left, right, very simple, starting to help so that I go manager, 1-star manager, 2-star manager. Now I start looking through who wants to do the same thing as me. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're just simply putting the people in and in, back and forth, and starting to build out your organization. But she wants to build massively, massively big. She may fill out 5 of these sheets before she gets that organization to the size she wants to.
There
So
you go.
that leads into the video 2. It's only 7 minutes long. This is a new one. Everybody should go in and watch this. This is the enrollment pathway. Now that customers count towards full QV, and now that, it's the comp plan's a little different, we can highlight customers, building with customers or brand partners. And I think a combination of the both is what makes sense. And so that video will walk you through very basics of how to help somebody choose how you're going to start them and where to go to enroll and what to do. And then you see the documents underneath also are listed in business tools, but it makes them easy to access. These are the documents you're going to potentially use to help somebody look at what they're going to choose to get started. And then number 3 is income producing activities. If you don't do this already, this is the tracking of what you do. How many people am I reaching out to? How many people am I following up with? How many things have I invited them to? Am I inviting them to Miracle Monday? Am I inviting them to Doc Talk? Have they been, have they seen the video? Are they coming to my replicated site? Right? Those are the income producing activities, and all of it's there. So I just would invite everybody to go back, rewatch these. Get your teams to rewatch this. Somebody new that's coming on should be connecting into that first video on page 1 and getting connected to the team, and Michael and Jennifer and Tracy Joe get everybody connected into Michael's team. And then from there, getting them onto this. If you do these 3 things, you can build a business as big as you want. Everything else is learning skills. Everything else is practicing and just doing it over and over again and getting better and better. The only other thing that we did add, and I think we talked about it last week, is that right?
I don't remember.
The manager 1, manager 2, manager 3, Barry has kind of edited a few of those. We might not have gotten through yours. We had a great question come in from someone on your team, and I was so happy because we realized that we were still not being as clear as we needed to be. So if you open up one star manager, this is everybody's starting point. And if you've got somebody who wants to get started on your team, this is their starting point. And so Barry redid these with the help of Shamima, our web designer, and they show how you get to multiple ways that you could build out to 1 star.
It's important to know they're examples only. And that's what I wanted to get across. There isn't one set way you have to do it. And so many people are locked into, I saw it on screen, I have to do it this way. These are examples that you can do. There's sample 1, and that was from the This Is It team. It's obviously the fastest way to go because you only need to sign up 2 people. But there's other examples in here where you use multiples of people. And then if you go down one, Michael, you'll see you can get brand partners, customers, and any way you want to build it, as long as you hit those numbers. You just need to get to 750 BV. And then we left the bottom one blank. So you could literally, I can build out my own, and any way I want to do it, I can build it out. You just need to get to that volume. And we really wanted to get that across.
Very nice.
Yeah, this is the duplication piece, because when you see and you open up Manager 2, you're just going to see an example that's double. Right? In any way. And once you get to Manager 3, that becomes the leg part, Michael. So when you go in, so you can see this one way's with all brand partners, one way's with all customer, and one example is a combination of both, which most of us who have strong organizations, Barbara Lippincott, Jen, you and Tracy Joe, Barry and I, a lot, they have combinations of customers and brand partners. So as you said, people that are building legs, people that are buying product. And then when you go to 3 star, now it shifts. And so the thing you might want to highlight is how there has to be, you've got to go in and look at the examples Barry gave you there of the numbers. Right? So all your volume counts towards 3 star manager to get to that 2,500 points. But at least 1,000 must come from 1 leg. Now that person, that leg, it can be anywhere in the leg. It's just the leg. So let's say Julie sponsored Anna, and Anna went out and got a bunch of customers. And so Anna has over 1,000 points between her and her customers and maybe 1 brand partner. That counts as a leg for Julie. Okay, that's 1 leg. Julie sponsored Jennifer. Jennifer went out and Jennifer did all brand partners, but she's got 2,000 points. That's a leg. No matter for what. And let's say Jennifer didn't do anything, but Jennifer sponsored Betty, and Betty went and got those 1,000 points. It's still your leg under Jennifer. So if that doesn't make sense, please ask questions.
Yeah, very good. And then, director, 1 star director, you take Lily, doubles her volume. Lucy bumps up a little bit more and, more than doubles her volume, just a little bit more. And you get 2 legs with 2,000. and you get 1-star director, and you get a $500 bonus. And you get 250 right up front, and then you maintain it for 4 weeks. Either could be consecutive or non-consecutive over the next year. You get a whole year to do that, and then you're going to get that other 500 or that other 250. And of course, it's that way as you move up into each one of the tier levels. You're going up into executive, and then you're going to get more, and then presidential. You're going to get crazy numbers there. But yeah, this is the way it works. Developing those people, you have to, like you're talking about. So this is beautiful. Good examples, guys.
Yeah,
really nice.
there's another example on there for people who are maybe they're thinking, well, I haven't found my builders, but I have a lot of customers. Okay. And I know you have some teammates like that. And Michael, all of your brand partners came from potentially from customers, right?
Yeah,
Everybody
yeah.
came in to use the product. And so when you're looking at the fast start possibilities, do you see that tab right there in the middle of Comp 2.0? This it's a busy little slide. It was a Crossline friend of ours that created it.
Michael actually showed this slide.
Oh, that's right. You showed it last week.
Yeah, I
But
love this one.
this pool of customers is earning you money. They're buying product, they're earning money, and your job is to help them get their results and then see, is there anybody who loves this stuff like you do and they want to go get their 10 customers? I mean, you can literally keep it that simple. Is you're just, oh, that gives you all of your people are a pool of, hey, if this works for me, I have friends I want to share with. And I know Lynn, you and I were talking recently. What do you do to help somebody, right? Help them make a list. Help them make a list.
Yep.
Help them talk about that, work with them on how they're going to reach out to people. What are they going to share? Do they have a Live Younger replicated site? Support them in the activities, kind of jump in and lock arms with them. And I don't know, Lynn, if you want to add anything about that conversation, if anything was helpful.
Oh, the conversation was helpful phenomenally because I had a brand partner who had purchased a lot of profit and ranked straight up to a 2-star manager. And I was trying to figure out what to do to get her to be a 3-star, which is what we're talking about, the one leg needing 1,000 volume under it. And our comp plan actually is simple. And I know at first sight, it looked very complex to me too, but it actually, once you need to work through it, I tell people on my team, once you're ready to learn the next step, then learn it then, because then your mind can understand it and you can keep moving forward. Do not try to learn this whole comp plan at one time. First, it's not necessary. It's a waste of time. You could be doing IP income producing activities and you could be helping people. And so it made perfect sense, Connie, when you lined it out. I needed that information at that minute. And we're always trying to do the right thing by people. So I needed to know, how can I help her best now? She had all this volume, but what's next? And it's building her people. And while I'm talking, one other side note, I love this website, the healthiswealth.biz. Anyone I talk to that wants to grow their business, I mean, I point to tools, just like I have been taught starting a couple of years ago, point to tools. So I point them to the first video on page 1, get them linked up with stuff on page 1, have them see the first 3 videos. It's an hour total. Write down your questions, meet with me, and we're off and running. So it could not be simpler. And I know somehow we tend to complicate things, it seems, but I also tell people, stay on those videos. Don't, in the beginning, don't watch the whole website, because I could lose people for weeks while they go swim in the ocean of LifeWave information. And so I say, just follow my lead, stay right here, let me support you. And then that way you can start earning income, because the people who do this, they truly need to earn income. I mean, it's no joke. They're trying to pay bills. So I need to help them stay focused so that way they can achieve their desired results financially. It's real important.
Yeah. And Lynn, you said something, it only takes an hour. Well, the good news is the videos have been shortened up so much.
Yes.
It'll probably take about a half hour now.
Really? Oh, see, that's awesome.
And they'll have the extra half hour. They can go get their Live Younger replicated site.
Yes, yes, which I think is mission critical, and it's so inexpensive, $50 for all that beautiful website,
Yeah.
and it's kept up for us. I mean, that is a tiny, tiny investment for what we get. So yay, I mean, an hour was brief, 30 minutes is awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, and you never know where you're going to build out, guys. You're just sharing, and with that sharing, you're going to get somebody that's going to like, well, I like this, and I feel like I want to share it, and then they start sharing, and it blows up. Now, Lynn, today, this morning, Jen and I were looking at my back office, and
Yeah,
Lynn has like 30 people overseas. You know, a lot of Austrians and Aussies, and it's just all over the world. And
yeah.
I've been in the business for a long time, and I've got 30. So you never know where you're going to build. And would Lynn go, no, I don't want to build overseas? No, that would be crazy, because she's like, my number two in the business right now. So Roxanne sending the love. She's number three, hot on Lynn's trail. But there's a lot of us that are really starting to make this happen, and you don't know where it's going to come from. So like we're saying, you could look at some of these slides that we're showing you and go, that's overwhelming. I don't know. But you just share and duplicate yourself. Share and duplicate yourself. Share and duplicate yourself. Keep it simple. Anna.
My question is are we still a binary system?
Yes. You still have to build on your legs. So if, like for instance, you see in your back office, there's a binary system in there. So when I look at my binary system, thanks to Connie and Robin, everybody, they taught me how to move back and forth and build both of my legs. You still have to do that. And you'll see if you go forward, some of you have a lot of volume in one leg, vice the other. So, but to see that, all you got to do is go into the binary back office, and you'll see your build out. I just scrolled through, all the way up to three-star presidential. I'm good binary wise, all the way up to the top. Some of you, I see you're gonna trip up when you get a couple stars up. So you should look at that and see where your binary side is focused on. If you're not focused on the one that needs to be built, you should move it over there. So yeah, it's still a binary system. Anybody have anything else to add to that?
Just what you were pointing out, Michael, is the little rank, the paid rank on the front page. What he's talking about is the third widget. Oh, what you don't have that widget until you get up to director. But on that widget, that's when you'll start to see the binary balance left and right. That's what he's talking about, not the volume you share with your upline. Not that necessarily the leg volume. He's talking about your personal enrolled binary balance, and it's in that last widget.
Very good. And so people going to Hawaii, we got Brad. He's already won two. Lynn, she's dancing there. She's already won for herself, and she's hot on the trail for bringing a guest. She'll get it, no problem. Roxanne's going to get it, no problem. I believe that Frederick, I think you're going to double it, because you got the great videos out there. They're fun to watch, and you get a lot of people coming in now. So you just keep building on that.
Those videos are hysterical. If everybody has not seen them yet, Frederick, I laugh every day. Terry, you guys are funny. Exactly. We have to have a talk about that. That last little one where you were dancing on the porch. That's so funny. Oh my God.
Yeah. But he's got some new ones out. So he's constantly, almost every day, maybe every day. How often do you do that, Fred? You're muted. There you go.
I made a commitment to go every day.
Nice. Good
At
man.
least a short. And I'm up to my second live now. So trying to go twice a week live.
Good. Yeah, I saw that, and you got some really good commentary going on there. Roxanne, same with you. Lynn, of course, you got your shows rocking. Roxanne, you want to add something?
I had my hand up because somebody had asked in the chat and you already answered it, but the woman was asking, what's the difference between left and right? And I mean, we bring people in and sign them up either under our left side or our right side, and that's how we kind of build up our teams. I mean,
yep.
I don't, that's how I would answer it. But the more we have under us, the bigger our team is going to grow. So,
right. Very good.
So
Sally, I see you're my New
Wait,
Zealand.
I have a question about that. So
Yes, ma'am.
is not the left and the right, it's not stronger to place people under one or the other than as opposed to the other? The right doesn't mean something different from the left
No.
when you're building that?
When you're initially building out your business
Thank you,
and you're
Connie.
using the 2020 sheet, you're just initially alternating back and forth. That's the start of your business. Let's say you're going back and forth on this, and all of a sudden you've got somebody who raises their hand on the left and they start to build. And now you've got more volume on that side built out from your person. Now you know that, oops, I better switch to the other side because I need to find a builder on the other side. So some of you that have been around for a while, you've already seen your organization mature a little bit, and you guys have seen how we tweak it, right? It's always like, what's going on now? The side that is your biggest this month, in another month, 6 months from now, maybe your smallest. You have to that's where you're watching, and Michael's saying he watches his numbers to go back and forth. The goal is to keep it about 50-50.
Yeah.
That's maximizing the binary.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Thank you for telling me that. I understand a little bit better now, like now that you're walking. If you're just putting everything in one leg, you're not moving anywhere. You got to go
That's a
left,
good one.
right, left, right. You got to teach your baby to walk.
I like it.
So anyway, thank you for that. Thank you so
That was
much.
good analogy.
I hope that worked, Maggie. I was reaching out there for you for that one, but I didn't know the answer either. So thank you so much. Good question.
Anna.
The question is, we're going to be losing the InTouch app and replacing it with the Now app. And are we going to have eventual training on the Now app?
We've had a little bit of training, and there's some in our Telegram group, the Health is Wealth Telegram group. If you go back several weeks, Elizabeth Larson did a training for our team. There's a little bit with that. Basically, where we are right now is the InTouch app's going to be postponed to close until end of this month, because Gregory is working personally with LifeWave to get InTouch app up to speed with what we've been promised. And so currently right now there's missing gaps in the InTouch app. The Now Site app. It's there, it's available to use. We just got to get Now Site kind of we got to see what they can do. So it's kind of a work in progress, which right now I am really talking to people about using your Live Younger replicated site. We know it's there. Gregory built it out. You guys, the basics of that site is how Michael built his entire organization, was something similar to that. That information, a place to enroll customers, a place to enroll brand partners, that's all Michael did, was use a site like that to build his entire organization. So if he can build like he built, anybody can use that Live Younger replicated site and build.
I want to add, there were 3 trainings that I dug out of YouTube for the new app. And I will post them. I'll put them in Michael's, the Telegram. But for people here tonight, I'm just going to start posting them right here, the 3 of them. So grab them. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 is yet to come. But it's from LifeWave Corporate. It's their training for the new app. So I will add that in.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep.
Allison.
Yes, thanks. While we're on this topic of talking about the comp plan, I didn't feel I was struggling with how to explain it when I was talking with one of my builders this morning, because she was saying that, and hopefully she's on this call and she'll hear the explanation. She was saying, well, I'm thinking I'll enroll people under my mom's leg to help build her volume. So her mom, I believe, is the 80s. And I was trying to explain, my understanding is you want to find people that actually want to build, because you just building underneath. And she said, well, what I'll do is I'll probably enroll some of my people under her account in her name. And I really wasn't confident in how best to coach in that regard. So can you speak to that to help us or help
Yeah,
me?
I'll speak to it. I saw Connie, she's got a head wag on that too, but I feel strong about this. Because we search for builders. It's not, I'd say it's kind of easy. Builders will come and they'll go, but you never ever really just put people under people just for the heck of it.
Right.
That's a huge no-no, because then they'll get stuck. They're not being compensated for or helped or anything, unless you're doing it, and that takes away from what you should be doing as far as finding more builders. So and helping them build. And so no, I would not do that. That's kind of desperation move. If you don't have anybody that's interested in building, maybe, but I can't really comprehend that's a possibility. Connie?
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And I remember doing that, Allie, in the first company I was with, because I was bringing in so many people. I mean, I really was just a massive recruiter. And so I was bringing in so many people, and I had my business partner in my salon. And I was like, well, I'll give them to Tracy. That'll help her. She'll help train them. That'll, give me more bandwidth, because they'll go ahead and do something, with it. And they never did. I ended up building her entire business. And so understand that she knows that, but you're also duplicating kind of a bad model, right? So we have
Oh yeah, I was
in our
definitely
level.
not advocating for it.
Right. No, I know you know, but I'm just explaining. In our level earnings, we get paid a certain percentage on our first level, our second level, and our third level. So right now, what she did is she took people that would be on her first level and moved them down to her second level for no good reason. Because she doesn't have a leader, she doesn't have a real builder. If she does it, and then now the people that they do or anybody else does starts to move out of that. So it's compressing down. And so then you've got somebody above who, you, for example, if she puts them in, then they're on your second level, but she puts them all under your mom. She just moved them down to her third. And now the fourth level's out of your unilevel pay. Do you see how it's kind of not good modeling?
Yeah.
To do that. There are exceptions to the rule, but in general, that you want to take personal sponsorship. And I love what Robin Mascari says. She says, sponsorship is there is a responsibility. It's an absolute responsibility that whoever is going to take sponsorship is going to support and take care of that person. They deserve to have a sponsor who's going to support them. Doesn't always work out that way, but they deserve that. So to intentionally not do that, I don't think would make a lot of sense. Now, if her mom sent referrals to her and she wanted to put some customers or something under her mom, and she's going to do it for her mom to help her mom get her products paid for, that's fine. They're her mom's connection. But for her to take her own connection, would not be good modeling, like Michael said.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining that so I could understand better how to speak to it.
Yeah. And you'll see over time, because I look through a lot of people that are moving, and I look and see if they have someone building under them, and it's not everybody that does that. But that should be your focus. And that's what we're trying to get everybody to start understand that early on. And I was fortunate to, have Connie and Barry help me do that before I was fully cognizant of that being a thing, even. So I'm just bringing people, and there's just bring people. We'll help you. And that's what you should be doing for your people. Just bring people. We'll make it work. And I hope everybody's doing that. But if you're not, then you add people on your team that will help you. and maybe they're just, in league with helping you build, like my upline, or maybe it's people that are your business partners within the organization, or you hire people like I've done. So you can do any and all of those things going forward, and that'll help you build a business. But of course, you got to start somewhere, and if you have nobody, you need to have people. So start to build that list, and once you have that list, then make the calls or however you're going to do that. For me, because I'm an online influencer, I just put it out to the world, and that worked out great for me. And then all of my top 3 people are like that. They're out, pushing into that great beyond, and people come to us, and it's a great way to do it, and it's kind of way I've been, trying to help you guys, promote. Allison and I have done a show. We're going to do a show again, and soon. And then, it helps each of you to build a business. You don't have to do it that way. You can do it other ways. I say another group that's, on the fast track is Fred and Terry. They've really started to crank on their social media, and they're starting to move, and they're moving very, very nicely. So that's, we've talked about this. I've talked about this for as long as I've been doing this. And some of you are like, well, maybe. It's going to be well, maybe until you do it, and then you're going to take off. All right. So don't well, maybe it forever. Just start doing it. It's free. Brad was talking about in the back. We have a conversation in the back, and he was talking about how he started doing little videos, kind of like what Fred's doing, and his views went to the moon. And now his subscribers are starting to pick up, and that's the way it works. You just do little videos. You keep doing the videos, because you're doing the videos. Maybe they don't look. Maybe you look at them and go, "Oh, I'm not so good," right? Don't worry about that. Just keep doing them, because when I first started pulling the trigger on a gun, I wasn't so good at first, and then eventually I got crazy good because I did it tens, hundreds of thousands of times. Now I pick up a gun, it's like a bullet goes where I want it. But that came from a lot of work, so you have to do the work. A lot of you guys are waiting. It's going to be perfect. But when I do it, you got to do it. Just do it. Just do it, and just keep doing it. Maybe people say you suck, and you're like, well, oh well, I'll get better. Just keep doing it, because that's what happened to me. Still happens to me. Even though I've done, I don't know, tens of thousands of videos at this point, there's still critical people out there. There's always going to be critical people. So you got to get over that. And I know a lot of you that are doing videos. I know what you're going through, and you're going to look back and you're going to be like, wow, I'm so glad I did that. And for many different reasons. I've seen Connie get up on the stage and talk. She was a little nervous, some of the early years, and she gets up on the stage now. It's like, Connie, we need to go talk, and she's like, boom, up there. So that's the way everything is. You do it, and then it gets comfortable, and it's like, what? How could I ever have been nervous about this? I had a buddy that wanted to do a show today, and it's like, when do you want to do it? It's like 30 minutes. All right, let's do it, and then boom. And what do you want to talk about? And we don't even talk about what we're going to talk about. We just get on start, we go, so and we had a magnificent show. It should be airing soon. It's like that. You get just so comfortable online, but it doesn't happen, like I said, unless you do it, right? You got to put your face out there. You got to talk into the microphone, and you just say words. It could be a script. That's what I did at first. And then it becomes, just right off the cuff. And that's what people really like. And when you get to that point and you're doing it live, you're going to start to move. All right. Anybody?
Michael, some of the people were asking about, Maggie was, where do you find the binary in your back office? And it was explained that you go and you find your name up on top in the back office, and then you go all the way to the bottom. And I didn't know if we should show one of those, but I'm not sure what I'd be showing if I did
How
that.
could we? Yeah, we can't really show somebody
Can't
else's
do it,
back
'cause-
office. She'll have to take, somebody will have to take her offline.
Yeah, okay, we'll do
I
it
think.
offline.
Yeah.
But you go way to the bottom, everybody. You go to the absolute bottom, and there's the binary right at the bottom in the back office. Well, we can say it's on the side that is the not your, what's the one on the left? Whatever it is on the left. I was just there today showing somebody.
Well,
Anyway,
are you talking about, Jen?
go to the left in the back office, and your name. I'll pull it up on mine, not to show, but I can. I'm just trying to show people to help them to go move around their back office.
Are you talking about where we change our settings
Yes, thank you.
to go left and
Okay,
right?
I was trying to get to
Yeah.
Thank you, Roxanne.
Yeah.
What is
You're
it?
welcome.
I get
Yeah,
lost.
some people have a blank, slate for back office they can work with, but I don't have one.
Yeah.
So I can't pull it up. All I can do is just look at it and go talk you through it, So I look at my my screen. I'm in my back office right now. It's got my commissions, it's got my paid rank tracker, and then all the way to the right, because of, like Connie said, once you reach a certain level, you'll start to see binary balancing. And I can click on that, and I can see on my left and on my right how many people are in each. If I'm weak in one side, then I go up into my name. There's a little drop-down box, and it says change settings.
Yes.
Once I go into change settings, I've done this many times. Then you scroll down and you find binary side, and then you says, what is your binary placement preference when you begin sponsoring new members? Right now I'm building left, but you can build right, and it says strong leg outside as well.
Thank you, Michael.
But you're going to go left and right, right? So you'll start, like, it doesn't matter. You don't have anybody. You start on one side. It's like, let's say you're on the left, binary left side. And then over time you put 5 or 6 people in there, and you're like, okay, I built that side nice. And then you switch to the right, and you start to build that side until you get 5 or 6 on that side. And then you could stay on that side until you build 5 or 6 and then switch back. Or like me, you got hundreds on one side and then you switch to the other side. So that's what happens when you're an influencer, which all of you can be, right? So like Lynn.
So I just wanted to comment about encouraging everybody on their social media and just share briefly how it started with me. So, I didn't even speak, period, like the end, until April of last year on your show, Michael. And then in July, the Lord said, start doing a show on Rumble. I'm like, you got to be kidding. What do I have to talk about? And so I did. And he said, one a week, just one a week. So it's just like keeping it simple. Like, I'm a marathoner. I didn't run 26.2 miles the first day. I had to run a mile. So I did one show, and I might re-record it 3 or 4 times, notes and details. So then I keep going. And a couple months down the road, Tracy Joe reaches out and she goes, hey, I want to be your first guest. And I thought, guest, I can't do it. I'm gonna screw this up. I can't have a guest. And she really encouraged me. So I had her on, and we had the most beautiful conversation. And when it was over and I went to upload it, I realized I forgot to hit record. So there was like, oh no, this is Michael Jaco's wife, Tracy Joe, and so I called her back, and of course she's gracious, as she's super gracious. And she started talking about how she used to be a ballerina, and you practice. So we recorded it again. So, that's how it goes, and that's how it starts. And then you fast forward to today, and I probably do at least 10 shows a week. Several are live. And I have guests on, like John Eastman, President Trump's attorney. I had Michael Yon on today. So, it just, you go from, you just a step at a time. It's just a step at a time. And I encourage everyone, just have fun. And you're going to make mistakes. I still make mistakes, but I have fun with it. And people are so gracious through all of it, and just want everybody to succeed. It's so I just want to encourage everybody with their social media.
Very good. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Allie.
So I like Lynn was going to jump on that opportunity when you said, does anybody want to speak with regards to the social media? I'm so grateful that you believed in me. And when we did that live show, I actually, I had a number of enrollments as a result of it. And I also had people that, used my opt-in link that they wanted to, connect. And there was this one woman who she submitted the form on November 22nd, and I reached out to her consistently. Finally, I caught her on Monday, and she messaged me and she's like, I saw you on Jaco. You expressed yourself very well. And it was just fun to connect with her finally and to get that feedback because it was my first time going live with somebody. So I just want people to believe. I'm just kind of confirming and affirming what you said. Like it will happen. Just do it.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chris.
Hey, Michael. I had a question, and I get this when I'm presenting to people at the gym. From time to time, I get people say they're interested, but they say that, oh, I want to do the research. So, in your experience or somebody's experience, when they say they want to do the research, are they just not interested, or are they? If they just go on Google and start searching, of course, they're probably going to find some, not 5-star reviews. So I just don't know what to say to them at that point in time because I've never really searched on LifeWave in that respect.
Yeah, you get the videos that you like. The latest one with David Schmidt. And it's all built up. It's like just a couple minutes long. That's probably one of the best ones. So everyone should be sharing that video. And if you use that video, that should inspire, and unless they're completely asleep. So you're going to give them that video. You're going to point them in the direction of that. And then when you see them again, you ask them, you watch the video? Now with the InTouch app, we knew if they watch it or not. But right. You have to, do it how you're going to do it. And I don't know, even pull it up. Why? Oh, I got it right here. Look at this. And let me send it to you. And then you send it to them or you stand there and watch it with them. And they're like, wow, that's pretty cool. So that's,
sorry,
Michael, there's a ton of research in the science under, I think, healthiswealth.biz and also under Live Younger Success. Our team has gathered together studies for every single patch. And that if they say they want the science, I ask them, Robin's whole thing, how do you want a lot or a little? And if they say a lot, boom, I take them there and I take them to the site of proof, legal proof that David did, on each patch. So I don't know, Connie, did I answer it wrong? Because Connie's the one.
It's not that. I want to go back to something you said, Jen. It's not that you said it wrong, because that is where you can find that information. But again, you're giving it to them. So the first question I would ask is, there's two things that came to mind for me, Christopher. And one was, you said, when I'm presenting. Okay, when I'm presenting. If you've watched our videos, the laying the foundation, these different videos, if you watch the trainings and using the Live Younger replicated site, I would ask two things. One, do you have a replicated site? Because that could make that $50 a year could change everything for you, because now you're utilizing a tool. The information is coming from somebody other than you. And when you're in your Live Younger replicated site, and you go down to the replicated site, you go down to the sports section. Let's say you're in the gym, right? Maybe you click through to the sports page, and that's what you send them, right? Mm-hmm. Or you let them look at, or you ask questions, find out what they're doing, what they've used, what they like. You start creating curiosity. When the curiosity comes, now you can lead them to the information. So when somebody says, I want to do my research, most of the time, that is their way to shut you up. I'm just going to be brutally honest. The
That's what
second
I
thing could
wondered.
be
Yeah.
they really do want to do their research, to Jen's point. So what does the Live Younger replicated site have? The replicated site has an entire section right under the doctors is a place to click to go to the science, right? You don't have to take them into the business sites. Health is Wealth and Live Younger Success are business sites, right? But your Live Younger replicated site is going to have the science that takes them in. Oh, you want to look at the patents? You want to look at the studies? Here, go to that link. You can check that out. You know, when do you have time to look at it? I'll get back to you, get your questions answered, right? Now they have questions. Oh my gosh, we have doc talks twice a week. Michael Jaco has a show. You can hear stories. We have 2 doc talks. You can go listen to the practitioners and learn. You're pointing to another tool. If you lead them down the path of getting information in the amount that they want, not trying to present, not trying to sell, just asking questions and feeding them, to Michael's point, feeding them a little information, a video. Hey, you see him a little bit later at the gym. Oh my gosh, what'd you think? Did you watch that video? It's awesome, right? You know, what questions did you have? Or sometimes even going with, they say, I want to do research. Oh, what do you know about copper peptide? Maybe they need to learn about copper peptide before they're even interested in what this patch could do. So you're leading them to all that. And then you won't get stuck with where to go next, because once you've fed them information, the last question or next question becomes, what else do you need to know before we get you started? Oh, well, I still got to check with my doctor. Oh, cool, no problem. Are you into alternatives? Because maybe you never even asked that question. So it keep me off when you said I'm presenting, because I think you're selling.
That was probably the wrong way to say it, because what I do is when they start talking about pain, I show them my patch and I talk about what it's done for me. I'm really not
Okay, perfect.
really not presenting as what I just said to Michael. And
Perfect.
as
Okay.
soon as I said it, I said, "Oh, I probably should have said that." But yeah, I'm not presenting. I'm just sharing my experiences and what it's done for me.
So, right. So then if you have the replicated site, and you can use liveyounger.com free, and just take them there and say, hey, there's some doctor videos, there's some testimonies on here. You know, this will help you get started with learning, right? It's all on that page for free. The beauty of the replicated site is if they decide they want to learn more, they want to buy, there's a get started button. If you don't have that connection, obviously the best thing is to set up an appointment to follow up, but that doesn't always happen at the gym, right?
Sure.
And
Right,
so at
exactly.
least if you have the replicated site, so
Yeah.
again, that's how Michael built. Michael went out and talked about the product, the results, all of these things. He had credibility, so a lot of people wanted to buy. Then what did they do? They
Sure.
went into his site. They could buy as a customer or not, or go in as a brand partner. And there's a customer pack that is X39 and Eon that talks about pain and inflammation. Maybe they just go in and get that pack, right, as a
Sure.
customer for you.
And as of today, I don't have the replicated site, but I am getting it this week.
I think it'll make a difference for you if you can play with it. And my suggestion would be, how many people can you create curiosity conversation, say, oh my gosh, this is so awesome, and point them to the part of the site, the video you think they would like. They're into their doctors. Oh my gosh, scroll down. There's all kinds of doctors that talk about this. Oh, watch this first video. It'll take you 5 minutes. You're just letting them know it can be something quick,
So
right?
I can point to a specific section in the
Yeah. Yeah, or take
website
it
and
to,
they
you
can
guys are
send them
standing
that.
around in between reps. Oh my God,
Right.
just like Michael said, here's the video. You got to watch this.
Right.
Here, I'll do a set. You watch.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and again, you know, if you have you know, social media, if you present on social media, you could, you know, like somebody was saying, they just do one, you start one a week, and then maybe 2 a week or whatever. But the rest of the time, you're posting cool stuff that are very interesting that you're seeing with you know, bodybuilding or whatever it is that you're, you know, that you're astute in. And then you post that, you have a following, you grow your audience, and then you do a video and you tie in like maybe something you shared or something you just saw. You know, we have like the world's strongest man used, you know, the energy patches, and he won the world's strongest man. He couldn't do it before that. And then, you know, just little things like that. And then you just drop that. It's like 45 seconds, a minute, and it grows. You know, it gets shared. You know, other people share it, and then you have new subscribers, and that's how you build, you know, online following. And you don't have to worry about, you know, the people in the gym. You know, it's
the only social media I have right now is LinkedIn. So could I use that?
You can use that, but I would get into Facebook. Facebook's going to be able to, you expand a lot more in Facebook.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Sure.
Hey, Mark, I wanted to ask you something. Because of the, you know, by going and continuing to show up every day, you're creating an algorithm. The computer's like, it's liking you. It's liking you. It's liking you. You're actually creating like this relationship out there with the internet, you guys. It's really kind of a strange thing, but it does create these algorithms when you do it. So like Mike said, even if you just show up and just say, hey, I showed up for myself today. I really don't have anything to say. And that's it. I mean, that at least
don't do that.
fills the slot. No, I'm kidding, Mike. But I'm talking about the algorithm, because that's what I watched you do. You built it and you built it and they came. If you build it, they will come.
Very good. All right. Anybody else? I need to sign off, and I get to share some more stuff. All right. Build the people coming in so they can build their LifeWave business. Maggie. All right. So I really got to sign off. So thanks, everybody, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Good night, Tracy.
Happy New Year's,
Good
guys.
night, Michael.
Guys.
Thank you.